Mavericks 19 meters Daniel Carde, staff photographer Dallas Mavericks forward Luka Doncic, 77, and Atlanta Hawks guard Trae Young, 11, after an NBA basketball game at the American Airlines Center in Dallas on Wednesday, December 12, 2018. Daniel Carde, The Dallas Morning News by SportsDailyFW.com. At SportsDailyFW, the numbers say Dallas Mavericks sensation Luka Doncic is the NBA's Rookie of the Year, and it's not even close. Numbers aren't the only thing hyping up Dallas Rookie this year. LeBron James has spoken very highly of Doncic. Kevin Durant has as well. Steve Kerr, too. The list seemingly goes on and on. So why did the Atlanta Hawks pass on adding Doncic during the 2018 NBA Draft? Their GM, Travis Schlenk, answered that question recently on the WOJ Pod, hosted by ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Before getting into the why, here's the full draft night deal. Dallas sent the 5th overall pick Trae Young, and a protected first-round pick in 2019 to the Hawks for Doncic. If the Mavericks are picking in the top 5 in 2019, they will keep the pick. Otherwise, it will be conveyed to the Hawks. The same protection applies in 2020. If it goes beyond that, the pick is only protected through the top 3 picks in 2021 and 22 and unprotected in 2023. Related, inside how the Mavs got their top target in Luka Doncic on the WOJ Pod, Schlenk said the Hawks felt they'd be happy with 5 or 6 prospects from the draft, so we felt like going back a couple spots we were still gonna get a player we really liked. One of the things that we had said all along is that it's gonna take another first-round pick, he said. Not a lot of people know this. If we would have stayed at 3, we would have taken Luka. We had worked with his agent and he had did a physical for us that morning in New York. I was on the phone with Bill Duffy, his agent, telling him our press conference was gonna be Monday, and Bill was ecstatic because Phoenix was gonna be there Friday and he had DeAndre Ayton, so he was going to be able to do both press conferences. But then Dallas came in an hour or so before the draft. I had told them all along that it would take another lottery pick for us to slide back. That's when the conversations got started. For us, what made it make sense was our analytics staff was predicting Dallas to finish 8th this year. Right now I think they're 10th. So I give those guys a lot of credit for being pretty on top of it. To be able to add 2 lottery picks this year with a player that ended up being Trae, who we're extremely excited about, and he's had a great rookie season, that made sense to us. I've always taken the strategy with the draft, to use a baseball strategy, the more swings you get the more chances you have to get a hit. To be able to take 1 lottery pick, essentially turn it into 2, that made sense to us. Sign up for our free Mavs newsletter. The biggest question about Dallas season right now, and a big part of the Hawks deciding to trade Young for Doncic, according to the team's GM, is if they're going to keep their 2019 pick after trading for Kristaps Porzingis and shipping off 4 of 5 starters, Dennis Smith Jr., Wesley Matthews, DeAndre Jordan and Harrison Barnes. Team owner Mark Cuban vowed that the Mavs would not tank. 4 days later, Sports Day's Tim Cowlishaw wrote that it might good for Dallas to take one final swing at hitting an NBA lottery home run to try and keep the pick. Dallas is currently 3-4 since the Porzingis and Barnes deals and sits at 12th in the Western Conference with a 26-31 record. Only 8 teams have a worse record than Dallas. Tankathon currently has Dallas with a 20.3% chance of landing a top 4 pick, a 4.5% chance at landing the top selection in this year's draft. Here's how the stats compare between Doncic and Young as of February 19. NBA rankings among 2018-19 rookies are in parentheses. Luka Doncic stat per game: Trae Young 32.21 minutes played 30.14, 20.71 points 16.92, 7.22 rebounds 3.319, 5.62 assists 7.61, 1.341 total three-pointers made 100, 3.573 total steals 5.15, 1.78 second worst, total turnovers 229 worst. So should Dallas tank to potentially keep its pick? Vote below. More in Mavericks news.